Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. As promised, in yesterday's video, I mentioned that I'd received some more video footage of what appear to be these lights spotted above Ohio, not the Nevada desert like we saw in yesterday's video. Saw two different locations of these lights above the Nevada desert, and now 1,700 miles away, actually two videos have surfaced out of Polk, Ohio. Awesome video footage of a massive craft in the nighttime sky that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. You'll want to stick around for that. But first, a quick weather update on the situation in Texas where there's still power outages from these strong storms. Right now, as I do this video, I received video footage of the storms, or at least the sky as the storms were brewing from Killeen. Video footage sent in by Mike Heyman from 4/28/23. Looks like they were in the middle of getting their campsite set up when the clouds were rolling in above their location. You can see it right there, a brief lightning strike, and the low-lying ominous clouds visible from their location. You can see the wind picking up. I also have a video from south of their location. Following this video here, you can see the sky is getting more and more ominous as the clouds appear to be getting lower and lower, and the wind continues to pick up. Those are indeed some very ominous-looking storm clouds. If I would have seen those, I probably would have been recording them myself. Going from Killeen down to San Antonio, Texas. This is from the day before on the 27th. Get a load of that sky, would you? Video footage sent in by Annabelle Ortiz as her and her husband were driving down the road when the storm started to gather above their location in San Antonio. You can see the green sky over there behind the black grayish clouds. Get a load of that sky, would you? That reminds me of a hurricane I saw many years ago. The sky was kind of a bluish green as the hurricane was approaching Orlando, Florida back in 2004. But this is in San Antonio, Texas, as storms were brewing the last couple of days, and there are still power outages in Texas. Today, there are around, I believe, 44,000 customers without electricity in Texas. Yes, 44,464. 16,000 customers in Georgia without power due to the inclement weather. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, checking in on the GOES X-ray flux at the Space Weather Prediction Center. No major flares in the last 72 hours, but that could all change very quickly as this active region down here contains sunspots that are loaded with delta magnetics, and delta magnetics are what's required to produce X-class solar flares. So if there are any large X-class solar flares, more than likely they'll be coming from that region. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity over here in the northwestern quadrant, magma intrusion over here along the eastern side. Other than that, no major activity at the supervolcano caldera. I want to take you guys now out here to Polk, Ohio. Amazing video footage you're about to see that was sent in by Connie, and the videos that she submitted were from April 13th and April 20th, a week apart. The observation that we talked about yesterday occurred on April 27th, and this is a still image of a collection of lights that was spotted above the Nevada desert. And these lights were also spotted by Dawn Acton over in Amargosa Valley, Nevada, about 71 miles away from Las Vegas, or at least the Las Vegas desert, and she said these lights appeared to be way out in the remote part of the desert, and there's a close-up view of what she saw. These were also seen, I believe, they look like the same lights anyway, 1,700 miles away over here in Polk, Ohio, which is a very remote, looks like a farming community out here. And as you're going to see in this video, a large mothership in the nighttime sky. This first video by Connie on 4/13/23. 2 weeks prior to the sighting out in Nevada. As she zooms in, and she said these look like very large crafts in the nighttime sky. Look at that. Looks like a large craft in the sky above her location in Polk, Ohio. That's one of the best videos I think I've seen, and that looks like a craft. Doesn't look like a random blurry light. That looks like an intelligently designed craft in the nighttime sky with a blinking light in the center and lights around it that almost form a V. And she even says, wow, that's big. And this was a long ways away. And again, this first video, she's just said, wow, she was absolutely taken back by how big this thing was in the nighttime sky. Didn't appear to be making any sound, and it looked to be fairly stationary. Here I zoom in on the object. I slow it down a little bit to try to get a better look at this thing, and you can see that is definitely some sort of a craft in the sky. That's almost undeniable. This was an excellent observation and excellent video footage by Connie out of Polk, Ohio, which is a rural area out in northeastern Ohio. Seems to be very quiet out there in her location, not a lot of city lights. And then this thing shows up in the sky not only once, but twice. Here I slowed it down and zoomed in so you guys could get a better look at this thing. And what do you think? Does it look like a craft? Does it look like just a random collection of lights? Or do they look like they're intelligently designed to be part of something bigger? I think they're part of something bigger, clearly part of something bigger. What movement there is, they all appear to be moving in unison as if they're attached to a larger structure that we just can't see. This is a very long ways away, several miles away, way up in the sky, and she's heavily zoomed in, and then I zoomed in to get an even closer look, and I was looking for body features and things like that, but they're very difficult to see at such a great distance in the nighttime sky. But you can clearly see the lights. There's a blinking light in what appears to be the center of this craft that to me looks like it's intelligently designed. 1 week later, on April 20th of 2023, what appears to be the same craft in the nighttime sky. This is the one that looks almost identical to the one just seen 3 nights ago out in Nevada. Check this out. Look at the similarities. Looks like the same exact craft, but just a little better view. She got to zoom in real tight on this thing. Look at the big orange lights like we just saw out in Nevada. Here it is again, 1,700 miles away above Ohio. And this was a week before the observation. She said that they looked huge from her vantage point. And again, I can't emphasize how far away this thing was. Several miles up into the sky. Blinking lights that appear to be attached to something larger. Previous segment, the segment you just saw, I put it in super slow motion and zoomed in on it so you could see that those lights are moving very slowly and they appear to be attached to a structure that we just can't see. A large structure. If I had to guess, I'd say that thing was at least 1,000 feet long, maybe bigger. And she said they, talking about the night of the 13th and the night of the 20th, she saw this thing twice in the nighttime sky above Polk, Ohio. And here I insert the craft above Nevada and see the similarities? They're almost the same exact size, same exact color, just a few weeks apart. She saw one on the night of the 13th. She saw one on the night of the 20th. And then it looks like this same craft was spotted above Nevada on the 27th. So it was spotted 3 times in 2 weeks above the United States. So there's something up there, guys, and whatever this thing was, it looks like it was very large. Again, if I had to guess, I'd say at least 1,000 feet long. It's difficult to tell because it was so far away, but the lights look like they're symmetrically positioned on some sort of a structure. They don't appear to be just random lights. Looks like a large craft spotted in the sky, and here's a smooth segment of that video in super slow motion. And the lights look very similar to what was just seen above Las Vegas. And this is probably one of the better examples that I think I've seen over the years of what looks like a massive ship in the nighttime sky. That is an excellent observation by Connie out of Polk, Ohio. Thank you, Connie. Greatly appreciate that. If you guys have any photos or videos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that won't attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, look for this red tab that says have a large video. Simply click on the red tab, drag and drop your video into the red banner. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.